My name is Isabelle Zanzer, and welcome to the Reverse Pitch. I'm the co-founder of Compliance Play AI, the first AI platform powered by compliance.
Hi, my name is Harpo Lilja. I'm the founder of Tugi Tark, a customer service AI software built for player support, built for operators, handling all their player support.
Hi everyone, my name is Ralitsa and I'm the other co-founder of Compliance Play AI. It's a software that can answer any regulatory questions and guide you through any licensing requirements of regulatory applications that you might get.
Perfect. All right, so thanks for the intro, and let's get this reverse pitch going, right? So I'm Mark, I'm from Xgenia, founder of Xgenia, and we're gonna do the reverse pitch. Ready, guys? Gonna grill me out? All right, now I'm very scared. These guys look like they have some meats to cut around here. So, so a little bit about Xgenia. I'm very excited to pitch Xgenia to you guys. So, Xgenia is a platform that is a desktop tool, right? That allows creators to very quickly either produce games or workflows inside of a vibe coding environment. So we have built up a no-code solution. So it builds in nodes, but you can also get the AIs to assist you to build up with a node infrastructure. And we have a full system. So whether you're building, you need machine learning or a workflow or a game, AI can sort of handle it all and handle it in a secure environment all the way at your company. We support over 2,000 AI implementations, so from Grok to Gemini to image models across the globe, China to US. And mainly our client base is and has been growing. We focus on anyone who's sort of wanting to look at building up the AI infrastructure in their company. And we act as both an educational side, so we help them to build out, they want to build out chat systems or compliance engines or games. And we act as the company that can help them educate their entire team on the workflow, but also to use our tool to actually build up that infrastructure. So even if no one doesn't know anything about how to build an AI, they can go to our vibe coding tool, right? And it's on the left-hand side of our platform. And they can ask it to build a compliance engine, or I need a machine learning to understand my player data. And the AI handles that, but it builds it in a no-code way. So by looking at it, you guys can very quickly understand what is being built, right? So this works, for whether it's an artist, we have art visuals. We're connected to, we have like a Figma style system as well, where you can create UIs, advanced UIs, and a backend system for deployment. So you can deploy directly to a cluster that handles all the scaling. And this is all done on your own servers, at your own studio. No data ever touches Xgenia, which is a big requirement for our customers. And we've been growing quite well. We have from the biggest customers in the industry to some of the smallest. And so now we're looking for our startup VCs, right? We're looking to raise, 50 million euro. Right? That's going to be challenge you guys to continue growing out our company and scale it beyond, the revenue and the systems we have to get more clients. Yeah. And our business model is we charge a flat fee, but we also charge a revenue share on the games that are created. Workflows and everything is included. So you can deploy for 5,000 euro, which is our base fee across the whole company, our tool. So you have 10,000 employees, it's included for all of them. But for games that are released, we charge a rev share of 5%. This is our business model. So I'm very excited to, get grilled today. Go for it. Go starting.
All right, I can start. Grilling. AI has become such a buzzword. Everywhere you go, you see artificial intelligence. Everyone uses ChatGPT to write a simple email. But I've realized in this industry, there's a lot of skepticism around AI. It's going to take my job. There are privacy concerns. It hallucinates. And we've seen this as well with our product, where people don't fully trust it. My question to you is, how do you make people trust it? And how do you kind of break that barrier into the trust of operators to use AI? Because I've been walking around and I don't see that being very prevalent.
Yeah, so it's a great question. So first thing is that I think that we have moved a little bit beyond in companies that they believe that AI is going to steal their job. So one of the first things that we did wrong at the beginning of our company that we have adjusted is we had prompts to slot builder was our product 3 years where we started. And the thing was people were scared because it was able to do so much in, with just an input. So they were scared and we even had, owners of companies going to their base, we can get rid of you now, It was a joke, but it instilled a lot of fear into the company. So what we started looking at is the psychology of building a tool around how those users are going to be using it, which is why it's management want AI. We need AI. The world is going to end if we don't put in AI. So this is the management side. But on the user side, we're going to be using the tools. They need to trust that if I learn this tool, is it going to replace me or am I going to become irreplaceable? So this is how we have built the tool. It is quite complex. It's quite a big tool nowadays. It's a full development tool. So when we give it to a user, we give them the training and they know that if I learn this tool, I'm actually going to be a much bigger asset to the company. And in fact, that's what's going on, right? So if people learn our tool, become more valuable because then they train others, they start pulling it all in. So building a tool that's isn't something that the users will use would be a sticking point. So AI is a buzzword, and just like the internet was a buzzword, but it's like now considered to be, you don't see or people going, I'm online slots. That used to be a thing 12 years ago or that's 7 years. I'm too old now. So that's AI part that everyone using AI will end and it will become part of an intelligence ecosystem. And so we are moving to an AI world where we like it or not. So that is how we made sure that our customers were good to buy it from the management side, but also that the users felt to replace.
Okay.
I have two questions. So, are you niche to iGaming or are you operating in other industries? And the second question is, how's the competitive landscape for you guys? Is it other niche company to iGaming or is it companies that operate in other industries as well?
So we started out in iGaming. So now we're moving into medical, moving into other spheres. But, since I'm well connected, let's say, in iGaming ecosystem, it was easier for me to start here. But our competitors and the landscape of competitors would be, you have tools like Cursor or Claude Code. Even though we have, Claude implemented in our system as well, you can choose a range of AI. People can choose between, okay, do I want to code in code or do I want to code an interface where my peers can also understand? And this is a bit of a competitive environment, right? We're competing against these companies, but from a bit of a different angle. So our angle is more enterprise. What our tool builds for enterprise, right? Whilst Cursor, they also use a Bing12, but it's slightly different. So I think that has been our focus and compete against them. But we are mostly in the iGaming industry. But now, obviously, once we exhaust this industry, we have to scale to other industries to grow more, for sure. And we are doing that now over this year. Yeah.
I would like to know what are the main challenges that your clients face when they decide to adopt AI and your product in the company?
It's a great question, actually. And this is, I think, really important one. So when you're deploying AI at scale or anything else, you're going to find a lot of resistance inside of the companies, right? And what we have tried to do, and we've learned a lot along the way, right? And with the help of the clients that bought the tool at the beginning, how to properly roll it out, is that we explain, even on our boarding emails, we start at the onboarding stage. We email, we understand, is the user loves AI, hates AI? We ask this question on the onboarding, right? Your onboarding email before they get access to the system. So we can then group up people who are against AI or love AI into separate training categories. And we sort of, for the ones that hate it, we agree with them. AI is terrible, you know. But we built this tool that it's in a way you can just not use AI if you don't want to. The reality is that once they adopt the tool, they go out and, you know, I don't feel like doing this. I will ask the AI, can you build me this maths model, you know, and they get it out. So I think one of the best things that we've learned to do is to think about the end user, right? Onboard them in a way where we understand who they are as a person and show them, you know, that this is not a tool that's going to be scary with somebody. So it depends on how those users are, but you need to segregate them. Now, it depends again. Ours is a development tool for developing AI, so it's a little bit more difficult to get people to understand to move forward with it. But so this is where it was a massive, took us almost a year to get this system, perfect this system. Did a lot of mistakes along the way, but now I think we have it, or more or less. And that's obviously run by AI, you know, understanding the use.
How long it would take usually for the system to start, for the company to start using your products, and from the onboarding to actually use it?
So it depends on how big the companies are. So the very large companies, the ones that are 50,000 plus employees, it takes them a little bit longer because the teams are very separated. You know, they might have multiple entities that need to use the tools. So they need to bring the teams together. And then there's compliance and security and requests. So that takes a bit of, it's going to take up to 4 months. But the smaller companies that have a founder, like, you know, and maybe they have 50, 60 people, they can get going within a week, you know. Within a week, they can start building whatever they need to build, whether it is a workflow or whether it is something else. So that's our experience with that. Yeah?
Thank you.
Welcome.
How do you, in the sales process or during the client acquisition, what is your strength to convince operators or clients of yours or leads of yours to select your product versus others?
So what we used to do was we used to tell clients, you know, buy the tool, we'll train you, we'll show you what it does, right? And then we realized that we believe enough in our tool, its capabilities, that we put it online, downloadable for free. I mean, there's like export limitations on it, licensing wise. And we say, you know, let the tool speak for itself. Download it. We are so convinced we tell them that we're so convinced of our tool, and we know it's so good that you guys will love it, that have it for as long as you need for free inside of your company. When you're ready to get serious with development, you want the AI coaching, you want the training, you want us to help you build things, then let's sign a contract, let's get started. So I think one of the easiest things is proving the product. And then through that, like we have a lot of people coming to our stand and say, we downloaded it, we really like it, how can we buy it? Let's make the deal. So I think that is very special. But as we started growing as a company, we also started doing things like having a stand with our clients, and they say, okay, but what do your clients? I'm like, ask them, don't ask them, you know, with clients, and we're trying to switch that up as well. So we implemented a few like tactics based on the questions that they were always asking, the most common questions, and one of them was like, okay, can we see a produced slot game that has been produced with this, or can we see how the workflows work, or whatever? So we tackled that by being clear and inviting those clients we've been talking to. So why don't you come speak to our clients and see what they think? Ask them the questions. So I think that worked really well for us as well. And from the sales side, it's also really important to understand the problem that your client has and let them, you know, talk a little bit and really understand the core problem, and then explain to them in their way, in their language, how this can help solve that particular issue or habit. So that's how I feel would be the right way to tackle it.
So the strongest part of the pitch, in my opinion, is the innovation that this product brings to the industry, and how it can mass-produced and operators can adopt it and really simplify their processes and make the development available to everybody within the organization. So I feel this was very strong part of the product. However, I think having more structured process to onboard new clients would help the organization to scale in the future.
I would say that the strength is to putting it out there for free, letting clients explore it, the trust in the product. I see that as the biggest strength. If it would be something, it was the intro, what actually is you doing, maybe adding a metaphor that helping outsiders to really understand what you guys are doing and what problems you are solving.
Okay, strength. I think in all companies, the strength is definitely confidence. And I think this is separate from the product or anything else, but I love the confidence that you bring. And I think that's what differentiates successful startups from those who don't make it, is really believing in the product and believing it can succeed. So you've covered that on all fronts. But I would have loved to see also, for next time, maybe a case study. I want to know what has happened before. I want to know the biggest mistake that was made in the beginning and how it has evolved until now. Also for me, and I think the viewers would also love to hear that.
All right. Thank you guys for the feedback. I will try pitch it better next time. Do I amazing thing. Thank you. Well done.